These are the Cancun Tigres, and they're the worst team in the league, but they're also the only team in the league that scored more than 2 earned runs against me this year, so I'm out for revenge. Now, along the way, the most disrespectful at bat of my career happened. Like, I've never been disrespected this much on a baseball field before, and to be honest, I kind of liked it. So we're going to cover that, how I got my revenge on that hitter, and how I got my revenge on the entire Cancun team. So let's break it all down. Now, coming into this game, I was on an 85 pitch count, which is honestly a little bit discouraging for someone who likes to throw 110, 120 every game. So my goal was to go 6 innings and shut them out. As I was warming up in the bullpen before the game, I knew I had my good stuff, so I figured it was going to be a good day. Middle till 2 strikes. If you call fastball and I just stare, just change location. All right, Jigglypuff. Who's going to be the first person to strike out against Jigglypuff? Who shall have the honor? Not you. How is that a hit? So first up was Figueroa, and he hit the first pitch of the game off the handle and hit a weak little dribbler out towards second. Unfortunately, we were playing in a little bit of a shift, and it somehow snuck through the hole. Not how I wanted the game to start off. That's crazy. Oh well. And he gave a little shimmy when he got to first, so clearly the celebration started early today. He might try to run. All right, let's do it again. Next up is Mercedes, and I faced him earlier in the year, and I remember that I got him on back foot cutters, and he didn't look too comfortable on that, so I was planning to get back to that pitch later in this at-bat. Okay, 92. Let's get this changeup rollover double play. Oh, good take on your part. Wow. So after the first pitch fastball middle and that really good changeup below the zone, I was honestly surprised that he didn't swing. I don't know exactly how he took it. Maybe he was just being patient. Now I remember you, and you chase Cutter's back foot, so that's what we're going to go to here. Oh, there's no way that's going to be a hit. Are you kidding me? Oh, you're going to be out at third. Yeah! How about Frankie? So there's a lot going on that play. I tried that back foot cutter, but I didn't quite get it off the plate. I think if I get it off the plate and down a little bit more, it's definitely a swing. He didn't take a good swing at it at all, but he was able to bloop it for a hit. Now, they're being super aggressive on the base paths, trying to make something happen. So Figueroa tried to stretch from first to third on that play, and Barreto in center made a great play to throw him out at third, and that's actually going to come in play huge in this next at bat. Okay, now we need to get this guy, because we cannot let this guy from second score. Be hacking first pitch. So I started off in cutter. Damn. That was a good pitch. First pitch, cutter down, away, homer, huh? So I read that at bat perfectly right. I knew he was going to be swinging, and I executed a good cutter down and away. He crushed that ball. Absolutely crushed it. And then he stood in the box at home plate and watched it until it landed. And then he took his bat and he used it as a sword and threw it all the way back to the dugout. Here's a reenactment of that. Now I can honestly say I've never seen a hitter disrespect me this much in an at-bat before, and this was tight. I just wish the broadcast had filmed it so that I could show you the actual clip. Like, this is the best pimp job ever done against me. Taking over from Tatis doing the one eye closed, backwards trot from first to second, looking at his dugout after he hit a homer off me in Dodger Stadium. That was cool. All the merch that came out of it, Tatis is Bauer's father, and the shirts, and me little baby Bauer, and Tatis holding me, whatever. It was sick. It was talked about for like 3 days. Great for baseball. This one was better than that. So sorry, Fernando, you've been demoted to P2. This is now P1 in my book. So now we're 3 hitters into the game. I've given up 3 hits, 2 runs. My goal of going 6 scoreless innings is gone. My ERA is going to rise on the day. Not the start we wanted, but it's okay. Uh, 94. Next up is Rodriguez, and I started him with the fastball up and in at 94. Now, at this point in the game, I'm thinking to myself, hey, I need to give a little bit more effort here, but also, I don't need to get out of my game plan. It's 2 runs in the first inning. I need to keep executing quality pitches, getting ahead in the count. I just need to give a little bit higher velos here, and they're coming out hacking, so I need to adjust my game plan a little bit. Curveball on the plate. So after the 0-1 cutter at the top of the zone that I got the swing and miss on, the reason I thought to throw a curveball was this. I've done the first pitch fastball at the top of the zone for a strike. So if I throw a curveball in that tunnel on top of the plate, he's probably going to swing at it. If I throw the curveball trying to bounce it and I miss a little bit and it ends up in the zone, it has a little bit of protection on it because I've just thrown the top shelf cutter and the curveball is going to start a little bit above that. So it's likely that he'll read that as a ball and then take it for a strike. So the curveball has a lot of protection right here, but I'm going to try to use that fastball up and in tunnel and get the swing and miss on the bounced curveball.
On the plate, Trevor. Wow, good take. Forced him down away.
And that curveball came directly out of that first pitch fastball tunnel, so I was shocked that he didn't swing at it. But they're probably looking for off-speed and 2-strike pitches because the report around the league is that I throw off-speed and 2-strike pitches. So we're going to make an adjustment here.
The Jigglypuff used Sing. It was super effective.
Super effective at turning Rodriguez into a window shopper. Get your window shopper tee at trevorbauer.com.
Motherfucker, get ahead.
Next up is Garcia, and I went quick pitch on the first pitch of the at-bat. This is one of the adjustments I'm trying to make to counteract them coming out super aggressive. Now, I did miss pretty badly, but I still think the timing disruptions are going to have an effect here. So at 1-0, I went with the slide step fastball, but I missed, and now I'm 2-0. I'm backing myself into a corner. The two timing disruptions were intended to get him off of his rhythm and get him off the timing of the fastball, but since I missed with both of them, now I'm 2-0. He's probably selling out for a fastball, so I'm not going to give him that here.
You were not on that. Now we go change up. Yep. Right on it.
So after the 2-0 cutter that was breaking in towards him, I went with the 2-1 changeup that was breaking away from him, and he didn't look good on either of those swings.
Right back to it.
Now that split was a pretty good pitch, but I haven't thrown him anything down this at-bat. Everything that I've thrown him this at-bat has started in the upper third of the zone or above. So I think if I'm going to get a swing on that split, I probably would have had to throw him a couple fastballs down in the zone to use that tunnel. Not a bad pitch, but just not the right location for this sequence.
A little too short. Freeze down away.
However, just because I didn't get a swing on the split doesn't mean I can't use that split tunnel and try to get a freeze, which is why I chose to go with the fastball down and away. Now, I missed my spot a little bit, and it was up, and he got a swing off on it, but I think if I get that ball down, he's going to read it just like the split before, and instead of breaking down under the zone, the ball is just going to carry the bottom of the zone, and he's going to take it. That was my thought anyway.
Late. Cutter down in. Get it there. Okay.
So at this point in the at-bat, I've thrown a lot of pitches, and there's not really any flow to the at-bat. I started off with 2 fastballs above the zone for balls. I threw the splitter below the zone that he didn't swing at because I hadn't thrown anything down. But that 96-mile-an-hour fastball right in the middle that he fouled off sets a perfect tunnel. So I went with the cutter down and in, shared the same tunnel perfectly. Now I'm thinking I'll go with the opposite movement, share the tunnel of the fastball, get the swing on the split below the zone because I now have a tunnel for it.
Splitter. You're wasting all my pitches, dude.
And I did get the swing, but he fouled it off again. He's putting up a really good battle here. I need something that's going to end this at bat.
Heater in. Okay, we're going up and in. Just got to get in the zone. Doors!
And mission accomplished. I found a pitch to end the at bat. Now, every time I say doors in the vlogs, someone inevitably asks in the comments, what does doors mean? So here we go. The term blow the doors off actually comes from racing, like when one car passes a slower car with such speed and force that it appears the slower car's doors just got blown completely off. So in baseball, the term started off as blowing doors, as in when the pitcher's throwing fastballs so fast, they're just blowing the doors off of the hitters.
Doors, that's 5.
And then, just like all things in baseball do, it just got shortened from blowing doors to doors. So if you like throwing fastballs right by hitters, blowing their doors off, you can get this doors t-shirt at trevorbauer.com. And if you want the ultimate combo, you can package it with the Wind Farmer and the Window Shopper tees while you're at it. We ship orders over $75 for free, just like you'll be shipping hitters back to the dugout for free. So scan the QR code, click the link in the description, or go to trevorbauer.com and get yours now.
Before he rounded the bases? All right. I knew he'd be swinging. I went cutter down away. It was a good pitch. Right. He just hit it. So. Right. Good for him.
So going out for the second inning, it was 2-0, and we're actually facing one of the better pitchers in the league, or at least one of the better pitchers against us in the league, Gan. Every time he pitches against us, he shoves, so runs are going to be in short supply today.
Okay, right back to our same approach. Throw strike one. Yes. No. Okay.
Now, even though that was a ball and I'd like to be ahead in the count, I did get a read on where his timing was. I could tell when he was triggering at that pitch, and it was way later than what the pitch velocity was. He was probably timed for something in like 84 range. And even though that fastball's 92, I still get a good read on him.
Late on heater. 92. Oi. Cutter. Okay, gotta be a strike here.
Yeah, not how I wanted to start the second inning. Remember, I'm on an 85 pitch count here, so all these wasted pitches are really going to catch up to me and make it harder to go 6 innings.
Not how we want to start the second.
Yeah. So hitting 7th today is Alcides Escobar, and I actually have a lot of at-bats against him in the big leagues when he was with the Royals and I was with Cleveland. So I know him pretty well, or at least I thought I did.
I'll see this. Okay, you're not running on first, but we need to get ahead here.
And what I thought I knew about him turned out to be correct this at-bat. He's up there hacking. Fortunately, that ball went right to my first baseman, and I get an out, because if that ball sneaks down the line, it's probably another run.
They're all coming to swing today. On hell, Arrow, you got me on a slider last time.
Yeah, flashback to my first outing of the year, and this pitch. So yeah, we're not going to throw that pitch again.
Strike. You did not want to swing there, so we can go again. Right off your fists. Out. Very good.
So remembering that he hit the slider off me in the first game, I decided to challenge him with heaters. He was late on the first one, didn't even really trigger at it, so I decided to go right back there, and I got the second one off of his fists for an out. So after a 4-pitch walk to start the inning, I've now thrown 3 more pitches and gotten 2 outs, so I'm pretty close to salvaging this inning.
Okay, Ohashi. We'll go heater in.
So hitting 9 today is Ohashi, and I actually played with him last year with the Bay Stars. He was a development player, and when I was down at the dock, we had a couple different conversations about what I saw in his swing and what he could work on and stuff like that. So it was kind of cool to see him here in Mexico playing and getting some at-bats, and I was excited to face him.
Okay, cutter in.
So with that scouting report in mind, I decided to go fastball in first pitch. I missed down, and this is actually a very hittable pitch for him, so I'm fortunate that he didn't swing at it. What he's going to struggle with is velocity up and in, and balls chasing him towards the hands. That's kind of what a lot of Japanese hitters struggle with because of the way they swing the bat. It's very flat. They kind of open up early and try to spray the ball the other way. So when you open up early, balls that are chasing you, it's really hard to get to them.
Mother. Just pulled it. All right.
Yeah, my command is trash today. I need to lock it in. I was going to salvage this inning with like 10 pitches, but now we're in trouble.
Back to the top. First pitch swinger. In the zone, up and in.
Now, that was the exact pitch I was trying to throw to Ohashi, so thankfully I didn't hit Figueroa in the foot as well.
Okay. Curveball. Aggressive, below the zone.
Okay, it's 0-1 here. Why am I trying to throw a curveball below the zone? Well, I figured he was going to be swinging. Remember, he swung at the first pitch of the game. It was a fastball. He got a hit on it. Didn't hit it well, but still a hit. So I threw him the first pitch cutter, expecting him to swing, trying to get it on his hands and get a cheap out. He took it. I did not expect him to be taking in the 0-1 count. So I thought, okay, I'll use that cutter tunnel, throw a curveball below the zone, and prey off of his aggressiveness. The vast majority of times before 2 strikes, I'm trying to hit the zone, but in cases like this with 2 people on and an aggressive hitter at the plate, sometimes I'll try to go out of the zone and play off of that aggressiveness, even in the second inning.
Okay. Why would you throw something else? Okay, good block.
So 0-2 is right back to the curveball, and I executed it perfectly. He just didn't swing. So now he's seen 3 balls starting at the top of the zone. 2 of them have been balls, and 1 of them has been in the zone for a strike, 1 cutter, and 2 curveballs. I have a perfect tunnel set up, and he's brought all the way down to the slowest part of the speed spectrum. But because it was 1-2, I decided to take one more chance at bouncing the breaking ball. I didn't want him to have any chance of putting this ball in play. So I thought if I bounced it, it was the safest pitch, because even if I miss and I go 2-2, I know I have that high fastball to blow by him.
1-2. Bounce it again. He'll swing.
El servicio al plato amarrado ahí, Figueroa en el contacto terreno de foul. Bauer rápidamente persigue la pelota y le pega la patadita.
Freeze down away. Gas.
Now, watching this game back, I have that fastball up and in all day. In the game, I decided to go freeze down and away because, again, he's seen now 4 pitches starting in the upper part of the zone. His eyes have been drawn up and they've been drawn slow. So I figured if I went down and hard, it was the antithesis of everything that he's seen. This is a good time for a freeze because his eyes have been drawn in one direction and the freeze is completely different. It's also a good time to use the same tunnel that I've landed 4 pitches in this at bat. So both of these options work.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I missed with the fastball. I didn't have to be fine there. I just needed to get that in the zone. The freeze was wide open. I just missed.
I don't like that pitch for some reason.
So after missing with the freeze, I decided to go with the other option, which is fastball up and in. Now, I threw a really good pitch, and I'm surprised he didn't swing at this, honestly, because it shared the tunnel with 3 curveballs and a cutter. But good on him. He's having a good at-bat here.
Okay. Cutter in. Get this ball there.
So 3-2, I decided to go with the cutter in for 2 main reasons. Number 1, it's the pitch that I threw for a strike most often this at-bat. Number 2, after the first pitch of the at-bat, everything that he's seen has been running away from him or breaking down, and it's 3-2. He's probably looking for a fastball, so I decided to go with something with opposite movement to what he's seen and what I thought he was expecting.
Got the bitch.
Now, I'm fortunate that he swung at that because I missed my location by a little bit too much. I was trying to throw it in the zone, but if you look at how this ball started off out of my hand, it looked like a fastball on the inner part of the plate that was going to run back middle. He started his swing, and then it broke the opposite way, so the movement difference that I was going for definitely helped me out here. So another scoreless inning for the offense in the bottom of the second, and fun fact about this game, their starter, Gan, had 10 3-2 counts this game, and he won all of them. That's crazy.
Okay, Mercedes. Cutter up and in flare for you on the first at bat. Start you off splitter. Actually, we'll start you off here, down the way.
So first pitch to Mercedes is a perfect tunnel, strike at the top of the zone. Now I have a lot of different options.
Change up. No, curveball.
Now because of his first at bat, when he hit the cutter off the hands, I decided to go with a curveball here instead of the cutter. Normally I'd go with a middle speed pitch, but I decided to go to the slower end of the speed spectrum.
Mother. Wait.
After missing with the curveball, I executed the same fastball as the first pitch of the at-bat, just 3 miles an hour harder, so I've really doubled down on that tunnel, and I figured if I landed a curveball in the tunnel and it broke below the zone, I'd definitely get a swing here.
Now a curveball on the plate. On the plate here.
Now that curveball wasn't perfectly in the tunnel, but it was close enough that I expected to see more of a reaction out of him than I got.
Are they looking for off-speed and two strike counts?
If they are looking for off-speed and 2 strike counts, the best way to counter that is...
freeze fastball down away. Oh boy, nice play.
Now, I didn't get that ball down, but the reason down and away is the best way to counter looking for off-speed is because when you're looking for off-speed, 1, you're slowed down, so you want to go to the opposite end of the spectrum and go hard. You're also looking up for off-speed stuff, because if off-speed stuff starts down, it's going to break down. You don't want to swing at that. It's going to be a ball. So when you're looking for off-speed, you're looking for slow and you're looking for an up tunnel. So a fastball down is going to give you a different tunnel, and fastball is going to be faster than slow stuff, so you're opposite of what the hitter's looking for. So with 1 out in the third, next up is Castro, and I got to get my revenge here.
Let's draw the sword on him before the at-bat, huh?
Yeah, I considered doing that, but I had something else in mind for him. When he stepped into the box for the 0-0 pitch, I noticed he was kind of swinging his bat around, and because I was already set and had my fastball call from the catcher via pitch comm, I just went with the quick pitch and stole a strike. I could tell by his reaction that he didn't really like that.
Steal a strike. Rip it.
Sonoro, ¿cómo se escuchó el tablazo? El receptor de los Tigres que en un check swing.
So 0-1, I went with slider, and it actually started right in the same tunnel as the fastball in. I got the trigger I was looking for, and he sorted himself. Now, it's not a strikeout, so I can't execute him yet, but I did draw the sword on him 0-2, predicting that I would execute him.
A ver con qué viene Mr. Bauer. No se fue.
And I wanted to execute him with a fastball, assert my dominance, Bull Durham styles.
I want to bring the heater to announce my presence with authority.
So I went fastball up and in. Unfortunately, I missed a little bit. Now, with a robo umpire, this is a strike 3 call, and he's going to be called a window shopper. But even though it was a strike, I missed my spot by too much, and we're 1-2. Back to the slider.
Por el primer capítulo en lo que va de la temporada. Cansó.
And he was nowhere close to hitting that ball. I'm honestly surprised he even made contact with it. He was so far out in front of it.
1-2. We go again.
Y es raro en un jardinero central es que no haga el intento. Por segunda, allá de la colocación de Cano.
So I didn't end up getting to execute him after all. Unfortunate, but we got the out. On to the next.
Would like that punch out, but we'll get one here. Slider's good tonight. Let's start you off hard.
Chocolate, Trevor Bauer.
Slider.
La pelota, nada está escrito.
Check. Thank you.
So this is Rodriguez. Remember, the first at bat we froze him with the fastball down and away, making him a window shopper. This one, I threw 97 away and he was late on it. I threw a slider right out of the same tunnel that broke nowhere close to the plate, but we get the check swing and we're 0-2. Strikeout in the making.
I guess we got to go again. And even though you're looking for slow here, so we could freeze you or dodge you.
Ah, viene el cortocircuito.
Way too far off. Ah, okay.
Now remember, I've already used the freeze fastball down and away on him once this game, so it's unlikely to be as effective this second time around. So I decided to try to throw a fastball up and in and blow it by him, but I did it out of the hesitation leg kick, trying to get him off his rhythm a little bit, maybe make him a little bit too antsy where he swings, and I get the ball by him.
Todavía le queda una visita a los Diablos al paraíso. Batazo de fa.
Now we got curveball tunnel or slider tunnel. Go slider. Let's throw a curveball first at bat.
And this is why it's important to have good memory recall as a pitcher. I remember I threw him the curveball right below the zone, right where I wanted to, out of the high fastball tunnel in the first at bat, and he didn't really swing at it. And also that he hadn't looked good on the slider this at bat.
Dos conspiradores. Así que es momento de venir al diamante de fuego. Swing.
And there's my sword that I was looking for. Swordmerchtrevorbauer.com.
De fuego el 114 de la temporada. Y se fueron en orden los Tigres. Terminaron 2 entradas y media. Ahí está Bauer celebrando el ponche.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. How many 3-2 counts are we going to have tonight?
Trevor from the future answering your question, Trevor. You'll have 10 of them, and you won't win a single one of them.
This is at least 4 for him.
Yeah. We're going to lose all of them, apparently. I don't know if they're going to get to 3 runs before I'm out of the game. I probably only got 2 more innings. This 85 pitch count might have to extend tonight. It's like the 6-1 that he's won tonight. It's crazy.
Another scoreless inning for the offense in the bottom of the third, time for the fourth. Now remember, after the first 3 hitters of the game, they've not recorded another hit, so we're feeling pretty good here.
Let's get ahead here.
Muchas gracias. Un juego de gran ritmo. Ya cuarta.
Oh, give me that pitch. That's up. I will take that though for sure. Curveball or split, one of the two. Ah, a handout.
So after the umpire gave me the call on the first pitch fastball up, I decided to go with the curveball. What I was trying to do here is mix up my tendencies a little bit. Throw some curveballs in the middle counts, which I normally don't do, and then finish with something else because they were looking for off-speed in 2-strike counts. So as the season goes along, this is something that I'll traditionally do. I'll take a look at my first month or 2 of numbers. I'll find all the tendencies. If I was a hitter, breaking myself down, what tendency would I look for to expose myself, and then I just won't throw that tendency, so I'll start evening out the numbers as the season goes along. It's one of the ways I like to try to counteract the hitter's approach proactively.
Splitter. Unbelievable. Catch that. Yeah! All right, I walked you first time on 4 pitches, so I didn't get a read. Start you off, cutter.
So we can't see the first pitch on the broadcast, but it was a ball, which means 5 consecutive balls to this hitter. Not good.
Get in the zone. Heater. Doors. Finally got my read. Back to it. Gotta be ready, my guy.
Yeah, when you're throwing balls, you can't get a read on a hitter. As soon as I threw 1 strike, I knew he was late, so I again set the quick pitch trap. I was set, ready to go with the fastball. As soon as he stepped in the box, I went. And he was late again, so now I'm ahead in the count.
Rip it. Just throw it for a strike, Trevor.
Now that slider was about as perfectly in the tunnel of the fastball as you can possibly be, and he didn't even budge. So I need to go with something else here. I knew at this point they were looking for off-speed stuff, but still, that's a good take on his part.
Okay. Heater away. I need to execute this pitch. Down, middle. Get in the zone!
Ay. I'm so frustrated with that at bat. You can hear it in my voice. He was late on the heater. I just needed to keep throwing heaters until he popped out, and I walk him again. It was just terrible, especially on a night when I have limited pitch count.
It's really good at bat by him, but slider first pitch. In the zone. Just get through the ball, Trevor. Mother.
Okay, deep breath, Trevor. You're just spraying the ball all around the zone. Just get back to hitting the target. Got Alcides Escobar at the plate. I decided to go with the slider first pitch because I figured he was going to be swinging again. I was hoping to get a little ground ball in the infield, but I missed terribly. We need to throw a strike here, 1-0, and get back in this count.
Go right back to it. Okay. We go again.
1-1, I originally thought to go with the slider again because he didn't look great on the one before, but my catcher called fastball up and in, so I agreed to throw that. And I yanked it. Nowhere close to my target. I'm really off right now. I have good stuff, but my command is trash.
Okay. In the zone. We gotta be in the zone here. Cannot walk this guy. Again, in the zone. There we go. Someone catch that. You gotta catch that. We gotta catch that. Thank you.
Okay, sigh of relief. That was a terrible at bat. It just got to the point where I was trying to throw a strike. No flow whatsoever, no command, no leading him one direction, getting him out the other, no tunneling, nothing. That was just a, can I throw a strike at bat? I don't know what's going on right now.
Got this guy on 2 fastballs last time. He was late, so he's gonna be looking for that. So we're gonna go first pitch, slider. For a strike. There we go. That's where I need the slider.
Now remember, this is Arrow. First game of the year, he hit a slider in the middle for a double and knocked me out of the game. I beat him with fastballs in his first at-bat this game, so I decided to do the same thing, but I wanted to disguise it a little bit. Threw a first pitch slider, and I dotted it perfectly. Now the goal is to go fastball up and in, use that slider tunnel, either get a little pop-up on the infield, potentially firewood, or get to 0-2 and have great tunnel set up for the next pitch.
Now we'll go heater away, and then back to the slider. Or in, actually. We can go in, too. Yep.
And again, I yank a fastball that's supposed to be up and in, down and away. Fortunately, my catcher did a great job catching this, and I got the strike call. So now I've gotten slider strike and freeze fastball down and away, which means I can use the 0-1 fastball as a tunnel and throw a slider chase below the zone and off, or I can use the 0-0 slider for a strike and throw a fastball up and in where I was trying to go with that fastball 0-1.
That's my freeze fastball down and away. So now we go chase slider. Expelliarmus.
Ah, yes, Expelliarmus, one of my favorite celebrations. So rare and so fun to just Expelliarmus someone on the field. Ah, brings me joy. Also, that slider was about perfectly executed off that fastball down and away. I mean, check out this tunnel. No wonder he swung at it and looked stupid.
Expelliarmus.
That's a new one.
Here we go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get this guy. Nice play, my friend. Now we go. Second time through the order. Leadoff walk. He's bound to give up some runs here. Has to. Hey, baseball guys. This guy's got a no-hitter going. Let's put that out in the universe real quick. Sick. There we go. That's how you do it. You see that? You put it out in the universe. It's got a no-hitter. One pitch later, hit. Here we go. Go Frankie!
So after successfully appealing to the baseball gods and breaking up his no-hitter, we did score a run, but I took the mound for the fifth down 2-1. And actually, if you eliminate the first 3 hitters of the game, which obviously you can't do, but I also had a no-hitter going. So yeah, maybe there's just something in the air this night. First up is Ohashi, and remember he was patient in his first at-bat. He took a fastball down middle. I figured he would not be patient in his second at-bat, so I decided to throw something other than a fastball.
Splitter in zone first pitch.
Turns out he was not interested in swinging 0-0, which is fine. I got ahead, and that was a good pitch anyway. Even if he swings, it's probably a ground ball. I decided to throw the fastball out of the slide step, and this is why. Look at his normal swing. You can see this leg hang. He's very timing dependent, so I figured if I went out of the slide step, it would rush him a little bit, and it did. You can see as soon as I started going out of the slide step, he kind of quickly flinched and got into his hitting motion. He definitely was startled by it, and it definitely affected him. Unfortunately, I just missed the zone, so I wasted the effect. 1-1, I definitely need to throw a strike here. I cannot take a chance of getting behind 2-1 and potentially walking the 9-hole hitter to lead off an inning. That would be just terrible.
Okay, in the zone. Should have hit that. Splitter.
The thought on the splitter there was to throw it right out of that low fastball tunnel, break it below the zone, and get the swing. Remember, we talked about this earlier where I threw the splitter below the zone. It was a good pitch, but I hadn't thrown the fastball down yet to set the tunnel. Well, here I have thrown the fastball down, so I'm trying to get the splitter down below the zone. I missed a little bit. It was up. Thankfully, it was off the plate, and we get a foul ball.
Okay, didn't quite get it below the zone. We almost got the punchy. And now we go curveball. I got that being a strike.
Yeah, live I thought it was a strike, but turns out it wasn't. And also wasn't where I was trying to throw the pitch. I was trying to throw it down below the zone, but I missed quite badly. Seems to be a theme for this game.
All right, in the zone. Good take.
2-2, I decided to go back to the splitter, and I was trying to throw it in zone. Now, I missed a little bit below the zone, but that's still a great pitch. Like, I want to swing on that pitch as a pitcher. I don't know exactly how he took it, but good on him. Maybe he saw it early, I don't know, but here's the 1-1 fastball and that 2-2 splitter in a tunnel. I mean, those are pretty close. Those are pretty good. Good take on his part.
Challenge in zone. Doors.
Even though we got the strikeout there, not a good at bat. We wasted 6 pitches to the leadoff hitter, 9-hole guy. My command's just really letting me down this game.
I guess since I have an 85 pitch hard cap, this is my last inning, so may as well just get some punchies. We can get this guy with splitters because it's good. Mother, get ahead.
Yeah, what was I just saying about command? Terrible.
There we go. Cut her in. Okay. Can we just give me a target to look at, please?
You know, it'd be good if I would just learn from my mistakes. You know, like throwing strikes is beneficial. Getting behind guys 3-0, 3-1 is not beneficial. I just learned this lesson to Ahashi the at-bat before, and the guy before that, and the guy before that, and the guy that I've walked twice tonight. And just throw the ball in the frickin' zone, Trevor. God, I was just getting so frustrated at this point. 3-1 fastball just right down the middle. I was not taking a chance of walking him. I was just like, all right, I'm going to give you a pitch to hit. Let's see who wins. And after the foul ball, it's just do it again. I mean, there's nothing tricky about this. There's no like logic behind it. And oh, I saw this in the swing, or I saw that, or the sequence this, or tunnel that. It's just like, hey, I can't throw a strike repeatedly right now. I'm just going to throw this right down the middle, and hopefully you hit it at someone. Hopefully I beat you with it.
We got him with cutter, first at bat.
So when you see me do this to my catcher, that's exactly what I'm telling him. Just set up in the middle, mano a mano, me versus you, let's see who's better.
Okay. Beat him in the middle. Doors!
Don't forget, doors merch, trevorbauer.com.
Now get ahead in the count on this guy. Yep. Now curveball.
And I did what I was trying to do. I got ahead of him. Now we're going to repeat the same sequence that we did to him in his second at bat. I'm just hoping to land this curveball for a strike so I can actually execute the sequence I was trying to execute instead of falling behind.
There we go. That's it.
So there, the umpire came over and said, hey, my bad, I missed that curveball. Turns out he actually didn't. I thought he did. I guess he also thought he did in the game. But according to the TV strike zone, he was right.
Yeah, you did miss the curveball, but it's all good.
I'm bored, Bob.
If we score only. If not, I got to get one more.
No.
I got to lead the game ahead, Lo.
Yeah. I can't do it.
You can do it.
I can, but I'm not.
Yeah, only Castro. We better score some runs here, Lo, or you and I we're gonna have a fight. We're gonna have the first starting pitcher and manager dugout brawl.
There's been a lot of those.
Well, first one this year.
Unfortunately, the offense didn't score any runs in the bottom of the fifth, and Lo was not in a giving mood, so he didn't give me an extra inning. Don't be like Lo. I'm trying to get to 1 million subscribers by Christmas, so give me the gift of hitting subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. Anyway, my day was done after 5 innings, 84 pitches, 7 strikeouts, 3 hits, and 2 earned runs. My ERA skyrocketed to 1.78, which still keeps me firmly in the lead for the Triple Crown, leading ERA, strikeouts, and wins, and the team did come back and score a bunch of runs late in the game to win the game 7-3. All in all, it was a great day. If you enjoyed this game breakdown, you can check out this game breakdown right here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.